I didn't give anybody a heads up. Uh, hopefully, I never do. I always forget, or I'm in a hurry. I get all excited about thinking about going live, and then bam, I hit the live button. I'm crazy. Yeah, we got one in here. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. So, okay. Hello, hello. If you guys can hear me, see me good, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Thank you, Kathy Ann. Good evening to you as well. It's cold here this evening, windy. We're getting like 40-mile-an-hour gusts. It's it's really cold. Good, like 23. Thank you, Linda G. How are you, dear? Billy the Magnet. Yeah, yeah. You could say that, I guess. Yeah, I'm not. I can't disagree. That's for sure. Today they wiped me. Well, this morning they wiped me out. I mean, it felt like they took every ounce of energy from me after I walked out of there. Phew, there was a lot going on. Hope everybody's doing good this evening. I like always. I didn't give anybody a heads up. I actually jumped on here just to see how we've had problems with the internet, and they do that. Yes. Yeah, I'm starting to really see that, Linda G. It's um, yeah, and I tell you to be honest with you, Mrs. Linda, I'm really starting to wonder how sensitive. I don't know. I mean, I knew like I was explaining last night to Mike. I knew something was going on with me as from a kid, as a child, but now I'm really starting to, see what's going on more and more. Hey, Larry Hart, how you doing, buddy? Now I just got to figure out, Mrs. Linda, that how to balance the energy out that's taken, I guess you'd say, and then or try to figure out how to rejuvenate myself or try to get it back, without stressing myself out. Or it's going to take time. It's definitely going to take time for me. Let's see. What was your last dream that you had with um Life 23? It was what's your blood type, Billy? I'd have to ask my mom. I've got the special one, Larry Hart. I got the one that I can have either or if I'm if I've been injured or if you understand what I'm trying to say. Um my last dream, like 23, hey Rita, was I was walking in the path at the public land and something grabbed me. I seen a hairy, big, long arm with a big hand, dark arm, which we all know what that is, and it literally reached into my chest, into my inner loins, basically what it felt like. It grabbed my organs and pulled me down to the creek. And when I got down to the creek, hey, what's up, Mike? Long Island Bigfoot, what's up, my brother? When I got down to the creek, I seen a what do you call it? A mural of the Bigfoot that had grabbed me from inside and drew me down, and basically told me to watch my six, watch my back. And if it wasn't that, I take it more as watch that area that he drew me down to, drug me down to. And it's funny because where I was drugged down to was down below where I left the second jar of peanut butter. And I don't know what to think of that. I think you handle it well. Just do 25, 35 minute mark, rest in, do something to get away from it between. Okay, that's a very good idea, Miss Linda. I can do that. Now that's right up. That's what I was thinking. I was actually thinking on those terms with maybe a little bit of just sitting in what do you call it? Where people just go and you just get quiet. I forgot what it's called. I'm out there. Uh anyway, just go and sit and just try to like balance your mind out, I guess. I don't know. Okay, you want me to punch it in or you want me to tell you right now? I'm fine with it. I don't care either way. Meditate. That's it, Miss Linda. Um, Mike, if you can write it down real quick, I'll say it to you real quick. Because I don't care. I don't. It doesn't matter who has it. Okay, it's 410-699-1401. And you can call me anytime, brother. You know that. Uh, and I don't. You want my email? You're welcome, Life 23, anytime. That's what we're all here for. Yep. I'm happy to see everybody. This is awesome. For not making an announcement that I was coming on, I do apologize for that. I did tell you guys every time. Well, I tell you every time I'm going to give you a heads up first, and it never works out like that. So I got you, Mike. I got you, brother. I'll when I get off of here, I'll text you back. You know how I am with electronics. I'm scared if I hit the wrong button, I'll blow the whole house up. Um, I communicated that I didn't. I wanted to share this with you guys. I talked to MT Paranormal Mike today a little bit this morning, and he shared some things that happened to him with me, and we compared some notes. Uh, remember last night I was talking about the Sasquatch that I saw in Shadyside, Maryland, that walked out beside me. He had a white stripe, and I was calling it either Indian war paint, uh, or or maybe it was natural. I don't know because it came up his see facing. It came up his left side of his left shoulder up into his neck. Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you, Mr. Raymond. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I was a nervous wreck. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I had never done anything like that before. I made the news one time in the local newspaper. I was doing taxidermy work on the side with a real good friend of mine, and they came to interview him, the Capital newspaper, the owner of the business, of taxidermy shop, and they ended up walking over to me and doing the whole 2 hour interview with me and putting me on the front page of the paper. I was just dumbfounded. I was on the Channel 13 news and everything, and my mom and dad, they were sitting there watching the news going, "What's this?" And I said, "I have no idea." And then I said, "Oh, I was interviewed today," but I didn't know I was going to be on the news. Yeah, bro, it does. It's crazy. Thank you, BA Moon. Maryland Bigfoot, there you are, brother. Man, we got to get together ASAP. We got to get a night investigation in. We got a good group over here, Maryland Bigfoot. They are very. This is a very loving group of people. Thank you, Larry Hart. I really appreciate that, brother. It is. It is, man. Um, I'm starting to try to. Well, I'm trying to set a schedule amongst myself. Just kind of like a something in the back of my mind to where I can just pop up with a live or just get my lifestyle on track on a schedule to where I'm not working anymore and I'm just doing this. And it's hard. I still wake up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife because she drives a bus and it's just hard. And I'm starting to get adjusted now. That oh that's right, hurry up and do nothing. So that kind of thing. Have the big boys come up to your house yet that you know of? The cameraman's footage was amazing. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was, Larry. Jack Jack does really good. He does a phenomenal job with the camera. I couldn't talk and film and I mean he's communicating with us and everything. I mean he does like 5 different things at one time. I don't know how he does it. I can't chew gum and walk, much less. Mrs. Linda, gee, were you talking to me about the big boys or were you talking about Maryland? I mean talking to Maryland Bigfoot. Oh, yeah, I've had them here. I was talking a little bit about that last night. I thought I did. I don't know if I did. Yeah, I did. Me and my wife are finding all types of glyphs out in the woodlot and at the house. I'm finding X's on my front and back step. I'm finding huge X's out in the woodlot made out of tree bark or split pieces of wood. I got a triangle from out there and an A in the last maybe 4 months, and that happened here instantly. I mean, the moment I started going out, it was like they came somebody like I don't know, like they jumped in the truck with me and came back to the house. That's literally how it felt. And I said a prayer and said a few things out loud to them and asked them to please stay back and I'd be back up to see them but that's fine though. I'm fine with it. I have a prankster here. I do know that. Thanks for reaching out to Jack, Mike. Hi, or the like say you are one of the most caring, polite person I know on YouTube. You are courteous to your viewers. Your parents raised you right. Thank you, Life 23. I really appreciate that. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you where that comes from. That comes from being out dealing with every types of walk of life there is out here in the world. And I've literally been around probably just about every type there is. And it'll make you humble and it'll make you remember real fast who you really are and who you need to be because you know the saying, you only treat others how you like to be treated. Thank you, Larry. I really appreciate that, brother. This is awesome, man. I used to do the hiring for California firemen. Oh, wonderful. That's awesome, Miss Linda. You let me tell you about that. Let me tell you who you are that in our eyes you were the scary people. You were the scary ones. We were scared to death of you. We used to hate going front assistant personnel director. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Good day. He's not from anywhere. Hey, Bad. Good to see you, brother. Yep. This is awesome. I'm glad you guys stopped in. I just wanted to just let you guys all know that I really appreciate you guys coming over last night and watching. Um, the reason why I apologize for not being able to communicate with you guys, one mainly was I don't totally get or understand how live works yet, I guess. And well, I don't. And I was seeing a few of his names roll up or pop up, and then about a half hour into it, it disappeared. And then when Mike spoke up and said he has to manually roll you guys out, I was like, wow, that's a lot of work, and then I understood, and I said, God, that's a lot to deal with me and then deal with, so I got it. I understand now. Yes, Mrs. Linda. Yeah, that man, I tell you what, the first one that I set eyes on or locked eyes with, um, it wasn't a hey, how you doing or a happy thing. At first, it wasn't. But then as I sat there with it and just kept the camera on it, I was getting, as you could hear me, I was getting more and more nervous. But at the same time, I think that being was helping me calm down. But I don't know if it was the second one or the first one that I felt like I was mind speaking with. Uh, like I said, I don't know which one told me that's enough. That it's time for you to back out or stop videoing. Pretty much is what I got from it. So that's what I did. But yeah, that's the group that I'm always telling you guys that I watch them. I literally catch them, following me in or seeing them at different locations, throughout the property. Yeah, yeah. But oh man, there were so many different faces back there this morning. I know you guys were seeing it. It like I was telling Mrs. Linda, it's it can be overwhelming, and I think today it puts it pretty high up there on the bar. I mean, it's probably the busiest mentally I've had back on the property. That was it was tiring. It took a lot out of me. When I got back out to the truck, I just leaned against the truck and just sat there, for like 5 minutes, and then I got in the truck and left. But I was spent. I hope you all will be talking more about elementals. Absolutely. I I deal with elementals on a daily, VA Moon, on a daily. And that's not, I'm not bragging. That's just being honest. That's my honesty to you. I don't have a problem telling you guys anything and everything that I experience. There are a couple, there are a few things that I won't share. And I know there's a lot of researchers out here that can relate to that. And there's a few pictures that are dear to my heart and a couple videos that I just won't put out. And, but yes, I'll be sharing. I'll be sharing a lot more. I hope so, Mike. Gets better with time. Yeah, I agree. I hope so. I know. I feel that it is. It's getting better little by little. But I was telling Mrs. Linda that I think I'm starting to understand the balance a little bit now. I'm starting to understand what to do with the access and where to pull some from when I need it. You know what I'm saying, Mike? But yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. There's nothing else I want to do left in life. Besides be with my kids and my grandkids and my wife. There and wow. Okay. I got weak, but I didn't get sick. I got weak. Maybe that was coming too, but I was definitely weak. Camping. What's up, camping with Sasquatch? How you doing? Good to see you in here. Yeah. Yeah. Usually though, Mike, I can I can pull myself together like I was saying earlier within 5 minutes or so. If I don't rush it, it usually comes right back, and I'm good. But some days I've had to come home and just take a nap. You know what I mean? It's just like wow, when you're leaving the area, like 23, when you're leaving the area, do you tell the beings, thank you for letting you be there? Absolutely. I talk to them on camera, off camera. I do a whole 5 to 8 minute uh I guess you would call it a sit down with anything and everything that I know or I'm aware of in the woods, even what I'm not aware of. I talk to them out loud. I do a prayer, mentally. I guess you'd say mind speak. I do it both ways. I try to be as courteous as I can, and I start talking to them, in my mind on my way down the road, because there's many times where I feel like they're already talking to me. I'm a firm believer in that they know before I even leave the house that I'm coming. You know. Yeah, I do too, Mike. That's the best power nap out. Yep. Camping. Camping, nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's come on. I really, man, I really love it. You guys are wonderful. Best people I've ever met, communicated with. You guys tell me how comfortable I am and this and that, and you guys are so kind to me all the time. But you guys play a big part in that. You're the reason why I'm relaxed, comfortable. Every single one of you keep me that way because the energy you throw at me. That's so important. I mean, that's just my opinion. Hey, Shannon Chuck, how are you? Good to see you. Once they connect to your frequency, they know what you're doing and where you are. I thought so, Mike. I really did. Yep. Just got to be open to it. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You're dead on with that. That's right. Best people, big time, good in. Yes. Yep. You're right about that camping with Sasquatch. Yep. The best. Yep. Oh wow. You start Linda G. I started working to I started to work on a case. I heard no. I listened. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm quick about listening when I hear things. And I forget things real easy, but that is one thing I do not forget is when they speak. Great. Glad I caught you on live. I am too. I'm so happy to see you on. That's awesome. Squats too. Best people. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. I agree. Yes, Mike. You 100% on that, brother. Yep. That's what I was talking about last night to Mike about Long Island Bigfoot, Mike. I watched you long enough. I just sat back in the background. I talked to you and communicated with you on the nights I was before I go to work or go in, and even when I was out working, I'd sit back in the background and watch you and listen to you and study you and watch how you treated people and how people treated you. Because when you're in this field, you don't know. I didn't know how people were going to respond to you, and yeah, you get some stinkers. You get some. I call them stinkers. You get some people that just don't want to listen or learn, or they're just I don't know. I call it they're so brainwashed that maybe I shouldn't use that term, but that's just the way I feel about it. But it's like the Sasquatch. You have juveniles that are pranksters, and even some adults that I've learned so far, and you got the good and you got the bad. They're just like humans. That's the way I see them. They do that. They have the same habits in some areas. Some aspects. My wheel bearing already fixed. Oh wow, that's good. Yep. Yep. Well, guys, I don't want to I don't know. I don't want to wear you guys down or keep you on here forever. I wanted to come on. We say, Mike, people are ruthless, but they want attention. If you ignore them, block them, they don't get what they want. Amen. I'm good at ignoring. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And see, that's what I was getting at with you. You taught me some things, like you mentioned. There's people out here so fake. It can be right in your face, and they seem real, but when it's time to actually show it or be who they're supposed to be, they're not. They're so far from it. And that taught me a lot because I dealt with that on a regular, on a daily. But I didn't realize that it's everywhere with everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed the trolls, Marilyn Bigfoot. That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with that. Miss Linda, Mrs. Linda. Boot camp was a breeze. Yeah, that's right. That is right, my brother. Yo, man, watch your canvas suspect. You're good on these lives. I'm glad that you guys are liking it and enjoying them. I like right now. I'm a wreck. I'm nervous. So you know, I don't know. I'm not as nervous as I was last night, but I feel like I'm getting a little better each time. As far as how I feel. Yes, I only put injury in the good hearts and my. Yeah, that's right, Mike. Anything beyond that or that's not positive, it wears me out instantly. I just cannot be around it. No cap. That's right. I still get nervous. Man, I never noticed it, brother. Honestly, I'm not just telling you that because I'm telling you. I've rarely I can't recall seeing you nervous. I mean, I don't know. When I build myself up to your level, I'll then I can say the same thing. You go in the woods with a little tiny light, dark. I can't do that yet, and it's going to be a very long time. I'm afraid. So you're a very your mind's in the right place. I will say that, Mike. Raise vibes and negative feeds. Okay, I got you. Camping with Sasquatch. That makes sense. That makes sense. You seem very comfortable in lives. I try. I'm trying. I'm trying to. I need to come on more. I need to do some more lives more often. And you know, usually the type of person I am, the more I do something, drive, shoot, lift, anything I do, if I do it more than just, if I get it in once to two times, by the third time I've got it. Three's my lucky number. But anything past that, as far as trying to be lucky, no good. I just stop at three. Hello, Marshall Joseph. Good to see you, brother. Glad you made it on. Oh, Prince George's. I thought it was Prince George's County, Maryland. Wow, BC, British Columbia. Gotcha. Did you have anything else to add about your first dream from last night? No, not other than it was a very warm and welcoming dream from the Sasquatch clan from the public land. They literally come in and sat down. They actually sat me down on a log, and then they lined up beside me and sat down, and they were just telling me how they pretty much they've been looking after me, and watching my back because I got the dogmen stacked up on me. I mean, that's pretty much how I was told, and that I need to do my part, and they're going to continue watching my six, but I need to do my part too and watch the areas I go in and things like that. If I do go, decide to continue going in those areas, to just be ready, be alert. That's what I got from it. Wow, camping with Sasquatch. Yeah, I was talking to Mrs. Linda about that, and I've gotten the Y stick in two different locations from two different clans, and it really makes me feel good. It's helped me relax. Sasquatch is going to be one of the most amazing. Journeys we watch unfold. So happy you shared with us. Man, thank you, Mike. Thank you, brother. That means everything to me. That man, you all the no BS. You guys see who I am. That's close to my heart. That means everything to me. And I got mad respect for you, Mike. Appreciate that, brother. Hey, Long Island, Bigfoot, good to see you. Yeah, man. Yes, watch your back, dogman, or nothing to be playing with. Like I agree with you, Life 23. You know, some people carry, some people don't. I've been known to. I've always told you guys I do carry, as a matter of fact, on some situations, and it's only on two places. And I've been working my way away from it as much as I can because I have a belief in if they're gonna get when they're gonna really or when they will mess with you or do something to you. And it's my own theory. So don't think that I'm trying to make you guys believe it or go with it or stop carrying because that's not what I'm saying. But I believe as long as your camera is recording or your phone, whatever you're using, as long as it's on record, at least in my cases, nothing will try to get on you or come after you or get closer to you. And I think as long as that phone don't go dead or that camera doesn't die or stop recording, I think you're good. Yeah, I seen that. Mrs. Linda, I seen that. I don't know when I saw it, but I watched. I think I've seen all of Mike Patterson's videos, and I watched him talk about that. Cannibal Sasquatch. Have you thought this? Yeah, yeah, I think the dogmen. Now, don't get me wrong. I think dogmen are just like us, just like the Sasquatch. I think there's some really, really bad ones that don't care about their rules or the Sasquatch rules or our rules. I think they'll just come out when they're ready, and then there's others that actually care about the rules. Um, yes, I heard if you carry Bigfoot sees it. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. And I tell them, it's another thing I talk to them about. If I go into my place in the beginning, I was carrying into my place every single time because my first encounter there was a dogman, and I caught him trailing me, and I don't know I can honestly say, and I'll admit it, humans are the most dangerous thing. Yes, yes, Mike, 100%. Yep, you hit that nail right on the head. I want to be a good soul because I'm stuck with me for yes, that's right. But somebody asked me, "Oh, them little pea guns you carry on your side, all you guys, you researchers, this and that." I don't it ain't so much about what size, but at the same time, it is. And I carry a 500 caliber bear revolver, and if I ever have to use that, it's going to cut whatever I hit. I don't care if it's big as a Mack truck. It's good. They're not going to have. And I hope the point to this is I hope I never ever have to resort to that because that's the end of it. That's it. It's over then. And I know this. So I've tried everything in my power to go without it. And I've been working really hard with my energy and my positive vibes and my talking to them, communicating with them. And so far, it's working. I'm carrying less and less. And can you say is that a wrong choice or a bad choice? It could be, but as me, I feel comfortable. You know, in the places I choose not to take it. So, but yeah, they definitely know when you have it, and I don't have to. I know that. I see less, and I have less that goes on around me when I have something on me. Yeah, that's right, Campbell Sasquatch. That's some of us, and also I always thought in the beginning it was all in where you went, but it really doesn't matter. Um, I don't think. I mean, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And I've come to grips with that also. No, I don't smoke. I've never smoked a day in my life. No, everybody in my family does, but I don't. No, I've never in my life. I used to drink. I was drinking up until 2010, something like. I think yeah, it was 2010. I carry pepper spray and a taser. I don't worry about much besides humans and on Long Island bears and snake. I got you, Mike. Yep, yep. And Mike, you earlier what you said about the humans. That's. I bet you I've had more bad encounters with humans than I have with any being in the woods. So yes, I can definitely relate to that. Yes, it is, Marshall. Marshall Joseph. Yes, it's definitely a trust factor, and that's like what I'm saying about my place and the public land place. I feel like I have some trust with them. Do I with the dogmen? I don't know. I don't know about that because I feel like I've got one in each spot that's pushing me a little bit. Pushing, trying to test me each time more and more as I go, and I'm trying to work with it. Or with them. Bad long on Bigfoot. Come to Australia if you want. Yeah, camping. Okay, camping with Sasquatch. I have a feeling you ain't got to worry about humans out there. Don't place a bet. Just a feeling. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's hard when when you've done that kind of work and you know what's out there human wise. So it stays in the back of your mind. I'll just say that. I would expect a bad off the hook human being running down through the woods with no clothes on than a rogue Sasquatch. To be honest with you, especially on a public land or something, I wouldn't expect that from a being. Yep. I love that you leave them fish. Yeah, I give them bluegill, pumpkin seed. I give them snakehead. Occasionally, I'll give them some yellow perch and some white perch, but they love the bluegill and the pumpkin seed. Um, like the reason why I know they like those out of all the fit. Well, that's not true. They like the snakeheads too. I think I mean the bluegill, then the snakeheads. And I thought it would be the other way around because the snakeheads are better, bigger, and I've caught some snakeheads back there in the creek, 12, 13 pounds. So, and I thought that, hey, Janelle Lee, how you doing, dear? Good to see you. I'm glad you made it on. And I've caught some really nice snakeheads in there, and I thought, oh wow, they're gonna like this big fish better than lots of little fish. Well, apparently they like the bluegill better. But second to go is definitely the snakehead. I've taken some yellows back there, and they've sat for 3 or 4 days. I don't know if they're too oily or they're not oily enough. I don't know. I would be surprised if you have done 12-foot tall warriors. 12-foot tall warriors who can run 60 mile an hour, tear a car in half with a rock, and snap a tree watching your six. I'm not understanding you on that one, camping with Sasquatch. I wouldn't be surprised if you have done 12-foot tall warriors who can run 60, who have done 12-foot tall warriors. I'm not understanding that one. Let's see. Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah. Well, I know I've seen them 10 foot. Yep, that's a fact on my place. I got you. I got you, camping with Sasquatch. I'm sorry. I'm burnt. I was talking about that the other day. I'm fried from everything. Just overworked, underworked. Yeah, big squatch. Yes. The average that I run into up there's 9, 10 foot. That's a regular. The juveniles are 8, 9 foot. 8.5, 9 foot. Yep. Yep. Wow. I'm still amazed. I keep looking back at everybody that's on here with me. Man, I'm so grateful. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. This is awesome, man. You great, wonderful bunch of people. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing that we can all sit here in a magnet. Mrs. Linda. Ah, yeah, it's wonderful. We can sit here and laugh and smile and have a good, talk about things and just, you know, it's uh, it's a beautiful thing. Dang, I wish I had caught the beginning. I'm sorry, Janelle. We're grateful for you too. I appreciate that, like 23. I really do. You know, I've always been that person is to make sure that everything and everyone around me is happy or taken care of first, and then I go back to me. I've always been like that, to the point of where I worry myself to death. My wife tells me all the time, "You need to calm down. Stop worrying about that. It's okay. It's going to work." And I'm constantly like that. Yeah, me too. Yep, me too. Camping with Sasquatch. Yep, that's exactly right. Sorry, I should have texted you quicker. Man, respect, appreciation for you. Thank you, VA Moon. Really appreciate that. Okay, Marshall Joseph, they're coming. This summer's going to be off the chain. It's going to be good. I got places I haven't even done yet, and I've been on the hunt for another researcher to start going with me because I've got a couple places you just do not go there by yourself. I won't, and I don't care if you give me a weapon in each hand and one under my chin and one on top and mount it on my head. It's just not. I'm not. Or give me a cannon. I'm not going in there. It's not about that. I just don't want to be around anything like that by myself. But as soon as I get somebody that wants to, go even as half as much as I like to go, I'm in there. Yeah, me too, Janelle. We were talking about it. We were just recently talking about doing a night investigation together. We get linked up and get to know each other, feel each other out. I think it'll work. I think we'll be fine. Yep, there you go. Thank you, Marilyn. Yep, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in, and you guys are gonna see some great footage. I believe it. See, I haven't been in my place at nighttime doing this. So that's a place we can do right away or whenever. Thank you, Marilyn Bigfoot. I appreciate that. You as well. RG, how you doing? Marilyn Bigfoot. You will be stuck with all of us glued together. Yeah. Yes, Mrs. Linda. That's fine. That is fine. No argument there. Hello. Yes. Hello, RG. How you doing tonight? Good to see you on the live. Glad you made it over. I'm okay with that. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, Marilyn. Yeah. Matter of fact, Marilyn Bigfoot, whenever you're ready and you got some free time, hit me, call me. My number, it's in the beginning of the video. I'll say it again real quick. It's 410-699-1401. Give me a call anytime you're ready to line something up or you got a free day and you just want to, link up for a day and just till we get to know one another or feel things out. Hey, give me a holler. I'll come right to you. Or you can come to me, whichever. Or we can meet neutral ground. Whatever you'd like to do first, I'm all about it. RG and that redfish, good eating. Oh, both of our Maryland men are awesome. Thank you, Janelle. Appreciate that. I'm okay with that. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Okay. Back at you, bro. Awesome, buddy. Appreciate your work. I'm fascinated in the Sasquatch discoveries. Appreciate it, Marshall Joseph. I really do. I'm glad you're over here on board with us, brother. Janelle brought me here. I did not know there were two Maryland guys. I didn't know there was another Maryland guy. No, well, I take that back. I knew about David Thundercloud, but I didn't know that there was a Maryland Sasquatch or a Maryland Bigfoot. I'm sorry. And when I realized it and checked his page out, I was ecstatic. I was, not taking anything away from David Thundercloud. I just haven't met David yet either, just like I haven't met Maryland Bigfoot. And I need to get linked up with David too one time. I think he's up more near Baltimore City. So excited and happy to be. Oh yeah, man. I'm saying VA Moon. I'm happy you guys are all on here tonight. This is awesome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll all stay together, that's for sure. Real Squash Monster, I'm new to your channel. Do Bigfoots like sweet treats or savory ones? I'm glad that's a good question, Bad. I've given them Oreo cookies, chocolate chip cookies, cupcakes, um, all kinds of sweets, and uh, they love them. They're not there long at all, and they love the peanut butter. I'm finding out, and my subs turned me on to the peanut butter. I had no clue about it. Yeah, Maryland Bigfoot. David, yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's got I think he's Blackfoot and I don't know if he's Cherokee or I can't remember and I shouldn't speak on it until I know, but I definitely know he's Indian and I love his spirit. Right now everyone gotta go. Okay, Life 23, man, it's awesome having you on. You take care and I keep your eyes and ears open. I'll have some more videos coming up in the next few days. I'm gonna try to put out as much as I can up until Thursday, and then Friday I got to take my dad back to the eye doctor. So I'm gonna try to pump out as much as I can until Friday, or I'll have enough to run me all the way through the weekend in case I've got to lay over with dad for a day or two, which I'm sure I will, which is fine. But I'm gonna try to do my best to have enough videos to keep us, going. I just like doing the daily ones because it's fresh off the print. Let's see. I'm going to try tobacco soon. Yeah, I have not done that yet. I had a juvenile tell me sugar does not affect them like it does humans. Oh, okay. Of course, a teenager told me that. Ah, Mrs. Linda, yeah, of course, yeah. They're going to tell you that. They don't want us to cut them off. You can try those mini apple pies in Walmart and ripe bananas. Gotcha. I will give that a shot. I'm always looking for new things to put out. Um, that's awesome, camping with Sasquatch. I'm gonna do that. Appreciate that. Linda, of course, a teenager. I wouldn't be surprised though. They love eggs. Yes, Mrs. Linda, I did do eggs. Um, I did just store bought eggs, and I took them up, and they were gone. I actually checked them the very next day. The whole carton was gone, and about I think it was 4 to 5 days later, I went back because I always go back to see if they bring the trash back. And at my place, they do. They'll bring it back, and they stick it either in the crotch of the tree, or they'll stick it under something like a fallen tree or a limb. Nuts too. Okay, all right, camping with Sasquatch. I didn't know that. You're giving me some good ideas now. Popcorn, Janelle. Oh yeah, that's next too. I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll get one of those big round containers full of popcorn and take it up there and just like drill a hole, put a wire through it, and just hang it up under the underneath that limb that's hanging, and just let them. Of course, they probably just take the whole thing and just go and eat it, which that's fine. I don't know. I don't know about smoked meat, RG. It would be expensive, yeah. Now, you talk about smoke, something being, meat being smoked. Now, I would think that they'd like smoked fish, because of the smell. They could smell that from miles away. But yeah, that's actually a good idea, RG. You got me thinking on that. Some smoked fish. My friend in Arizona only gets raw eggs. She thinks they need calcium from the. Yeah, I believe. You never know. You never know. Anything that's good for us. That's right. Caramel. Yeah, I think I did give them some caramel one time. They liked it. I did. I did it down at Eastern Neck Island. Yep. Jelly beans. I haven't done that yet. We have lots of wild hogs here. Where are you at? What state are you in, RJ? RG. I'm sorry. Sounds like you're south, maybe. Southern state, maybe. Or Texas, even. Wow, Central Texas. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. Mrs. Linda, you're in West Texas, right? I don't know if they can make a fire. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Something in the back, I just get a feeling that they can. I really think so. No kidding, camping with Sasquatch. I'm telling you, I feel like they can. I feel like they're doing a whole lot more with things than we could ever imagine. Especially, I haven't brought this up yet, but I know somebody. I did an interview. I know somebody that they had a sighting, and this being had a tool in each hand, and they were yard tools or landscaping tools that apparently had taken from somebody's house or somebody's shop or and and this guy thinks the same thing I do. I think they took the tools to use them. So I mean, why else would they be carrying and walking around with landscaping tools like shears and pruners? Okay, Mrs. Linda, 50 miles from center. Okay, I got you. Well, I've seen odd burnt. Yeah, Maryland Bigfoot up at the public land that I go to. I got you, Maryland Bigfoot. Yep. See, uh, I find a lot of burnt short logs, short branches, and it's odd. Why is it semi burnt or half burnt, and nothing else that it's with is burnt. It doesn't even belong in that area. Nothing else has been on fire. Yeah. Yes, that's right, Maryland Bigfoot. Yep, I've seen that, but there's been times where I blamed it on beaver, but then I took a better look at it and realized that no beaver can leave the marks that I was finding. You know what I mean? I heard they make small fire to cook medicinal herbs. Wow. I believe it. I really do. I'm all on board with that. I wonder if they can cloak their fire. I believe this is what I believe. I think whatever they're in contact with, they can manipulate. So was right in front of a sacred place, middle of the trail, surrounded by the dry leaves. I didn't make it. Okay, it didn't make sense. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Campbell Sasquatch is right there. I mean, you know, and that's why I think that staff is really important when you see it in their hand or it's in front of their face or along touching their body or their arm. I think that once they have something that can manipulate anything that they're in contact with, it, it's it's open season basically. They can make. I think they can make whatever they're touching disappear. I believe that 100%. Yep. That's right. That's right. I've seen that too, Maryland Bigfoot. Yep. And I tell you where I've seen a lot of that evidence, tiny fire remnants, is along. I'm famous for doing a lot of research on waterways, and I get the most in those areas, and I've seen those tiny fire remnants like that, what you're talking about. Yeah, I believe that, Maryland Bigfoot. Yep, I believe that. I believe they can use their energy for whatever they want. Yep, you nailed it on that. If they can orb here and bring us our. That's right. There you go, Mrs. Linda. Yep. Or Flint Rock. Yep, Janelle. That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's a solid. It's a thing. It's something. You know what I'm trying to say? It's. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but I just know that I have a feeling they can move and take whatever they want where they want. I guess they can gift you a marble. Yeah, that's right. They can, and like my like Patterson said, things come out of just thin air. He's seen it over and over. And I haven't had that experience by no means, but I believe it. Hey, Maryland Bigfoot. Oh, that's not for me. Okay. I'm one of your subscribers. Okay. For sure to know, I have zero doubt they are using. That's right. They are probably laughing their asses off over us. Yeah. I believe that, Mrs. Linda. Yep. Yeah, I think that all the time too, Mrs. Linda. I'm always sitting there, or I'm walking along, or if I stop and I'm like, you know, trimming an area with the camera, I'm thinking they're looking at me right now and just laughing at me, or thinking, what is this guy doing? You know. So I think that all the time, especially when I start rambling on like I'm doing now. I get talking twice as fast and get running down the path. One of my subs, Trish, she gets on me all the time. She's like, yeah, this time was a little fast, but I got a few things for you. And I feel so bad because I don't realize until I get home to review the footage that I was running down through the woods talking 100 mile an hour. I'm like, I think I was zapped. Oh, I got you, Mrs. Linda. I was told by, yeah, you were told by a female. Never mind. I got it now, Mrs. Linda. That sounds like something Jen would tell me, my wife. When I get behind a tree, I think they laugh at me. I know they're laughing at me, Janelle. You're not by yourself. Ah. All right, guys. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wrap it up. Uh, my wife, she just got back, and I'm gonna let her get settled in and let her eat her dinner. And she had a late evening this evening after school and all kinds of stuff. So I am so grateful all you guys came on tonight, and stay tuned because there's a lot to come. And me and Marilyn Bigfoot are getting ready to we're getting ready to show you guys some really, really good research. So just bear with me and or with us, and we're getting ready to do some night investigating and whatever else he wants to do. I'm game. So you guys take care. Much love. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.